3, 2, 1, ass.
Did you say ass?
Yeah.
All right.
What is this? What's this right here?
The what?
Oh, is that your straw? What's up? It's your boy D-Change, and this is Daily Dave number 36.
Oh wow.
We're freaking like on location at Oedo Onsen Monogatari. So if you really want to make a creepy soundbite, just
Should we do that
just
at
whisper
the
into
same
it.
time? Uedo
Yeah.
Onsen. 1, 3, 2, 1.
Uedo Onsen Monogatari.
Yeah, they can do that. Like have that for a soundbite. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But,
So, do you want to like introduce the place? Because maybe people don't know what an onsen is even.
it's like
like,
my
what do you do
it's
here?
like my favorite like place to go get naked and then bathe
With
and
your
relax
favorite naked
with my,
buddy?
with my favorite Swedish boyfriend.
That's me.
Yeah,
If
that's
you-
you. This is D-Bags.
Fucking
This is
nickname.
Dennis the D-Bags.
I think was it you that came up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because mine is David Chang.
Yeah.
but it should be D Chang.
Yeah.
But I've told this story before where, like in Microsoft Word back in like the 90s,
Yeah.
it would go, did you mean change? Like whenever
No.
I type my name
Yeah.
into the thing, and I was like, no.
Yeah. All right.
And since then, people have called me D Change. Like the internet, I didn't choose that name.
Mm.
It was given to me.
No. Okay.
So whenever I think of people like and what nickname they could have,
Yeah.
I basically think of that. So you're Dennis Bagstevold, and I was
Yeah.
like D Bagstevold. And I was like D Bags.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's way better though. There's like this one guy I know that keeps calling me Dennis Bags, and not the like D Bags is at least catchy, and it could be like
Yeah.
you know it like a parody of like a rapper name. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly,
It could
exactly.
be funny. You
Yeah.
could spell with like a Z in the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
D-A-G-Z.
yeah, but just Dennis Bags. It just sounds shitty, you know. This is
No,
the-
Dennis Bags sounds like a fucking like discount line at Target.
Yeah,
or
or
something.
or just like the Hobbit that dies. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
you know, like if there was like a Hobbit
Like there's Bilbo Bilbo
Baggins, and then there's Dennis Bags. He's the one that died before.
The whole time when I was saying Bilbo, I was like, is it dildo or Bilbo? No, it can't be. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're
Okay, so yeah, that's
this is
a
the
good
best. Don't worry, this is the best video ever. So,
Okay. So yeah, we're here. I don't know if did we fully introduce myself. I'm Dennis. If nobody catch that.
yeah, and I'm Dave.
Yeah,
If
cool.
you didn't know.
Yeah. And so we're at Uedo Onsen, which is like basically, yeah. Besides getting naked, you can do other stuff.
Yeah, it's like an indoor summer festival. Like we actually don't do the other things.
Yeah.
Like catch the fish or like play the mini games necessarily.
Yeah, but they suck. So.
We've done the arcade though.
Have we? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done the arcade for a little bit.
Yeah, so basically you put on these robes, you get naked, but not fully naked. I learned the first time. You're supposed to have,
when you have the robes on, you have to wear underwear.
Yeah, I
Dennis-
just went full
Dennis-
Swede.
Dennis fucking shat in the robe. No, I was kidding.
No, I
Yeah, you
Uh,
went full naked, and I was like,
yeah.
"Whoa, okay," but it's okay. No one really cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to kind of, if you have tattoos, you have to cover them up.
Yeah.
So.
No, he's just the douchebag.
Logan Paul it?
Yeah. Look, what's up, Logan?
Yeah.
Buy my merch. Link in the bio.
Yeah. No, but so you can go in here, and then we went to eat. There's like lots
Yeah,
of
there's
places
like
where
2
you can
food
eat.
courts.
Yeah, and you can pretty much get any stereotypical Japanese food.
Uh-huh.
You know, the fried chicken,
Fried chicken, grits, no,
rice,
okonomiyaki,
yeah,
ramen,
and
soba.
and then there's the hot spring bath that we
Mhm,
went to.
mhm.
And
Today is the coldest day in what, Tokyo?
yeah,
Since the
in-
last 30 years.
yeah, since in 30 years.
So we haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
Because I'm 30 and you're 26.
24.
What the fuck? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah,
Wow.
you are. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So
Malwarebytes says my updates aren't current, but I don't care about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and so you can get into the baths, and there's like tons of different ones where
Mhm.
different heat
There's-
levels.
Yeah, there's like the milky one, which was really weird, which
I don't-
which we actually really like.
Yeah, but I don't know why it's milky.
Yeah,
I think it's like
the bubbles or whatever.
I thought it was like salt in it.
I mean, it could be anything.
Okay.
Really, it could be anything.
Yeah, it's
You
it's
never
just
know.
milky and it feels good. And you can, and those are indoors, and then
I like the outdoor ones though.
Yeah.
Like, since it was so freaking cold today, like it was just like
yeah,
the water
did
was
you
not
know
even
though?
that hot.
Did you know though that this is the coldest day?
Yeah,
in
apparently
30
this
years?
is the coldest day in 30 years.
Yeah, so don't be naked outside.
No, but we did it anyway.
Yeah. And so we could do that, and then after
We got
that,
massages.
yeah, it's freaking great.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know why, but my face was really warm afterwards.
It's because like
It's
you're
like
just
he's
stuck-
pushing up the blood
just
in.
stuck in the thing the whole time.
Okay, because I thought it was like because he's massaging my back, and then it's like pushing the blood up to my.
Oh, maybe.
Like,
I don't know about that.
Just like
Because your blood is just goo
Yeah.
inside your body. You just move it.
Get a sound. Like pushing it up into the brain. I mean, I feel great now.
Yeah,
At least.
I'm like super zenned out.
Yeah.
And that happens every time I come here, actually.
Yeah. And we got this like fruit juice
Mhm.
thingies.
And now we're a freaking comedy manzai duo. And
Yeah.
Everyone in this tea room is like, what the fuck are they doing? Except for the people who are asleep, which is half of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and what you can't see in this like video now, like on the opposite side of this, is just people literally lying on the floor sleeping.
Yeah. We don't
Which
want
is
to be too obnoxious.
yeah. I mean,
Because Japan's all about the respect. God damn it.
yeah,
Hate
it traumatized everyone. Like,
yeah.
everyone.
The Logan Paul thing. Especially foreigners, though, because we
Yeah.
know how bad it can be, you know?
Yeah, and I think it probably affected pretty much. I mean, not a lot of Japanese people knew about it though, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we were talking about like Asian Boss, that Japanese man Yuta, and Find Your Love.
Yeah.
Like, they all interviewed people, and they're all just like, oh yeah, I didn't know about this guy.
Yeah.
And it's more of course, it's foreigners are gonna pick it up more because
It's a foreigner.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he is a foreigner, and then we're more sensitive to these things.
Yeah.
And he's American, so for me and like my comrades, oh shit, that's communist. We go out of our way to be like, hey, look, like Americans are not like
Yeah.
this. So
And I think like every time there's like a quote unquote scandal in Japan about anything like social issue or whatever, it's always like the Western world reacting really heavily
like,
to
flips
it.
their shit,
Yeah,
and
like-
Japan's like, oh yeah, that's kind of bad.
Yeah, because I remember the what is it, the Katy Perry thing? Like she wore a
Oh,
kimono.
the cultural appropriation.
Yeah. She wore a kimono on one of her concerts,
Mm-hmm.
and it became this really big thing in I think America and just
and
Europe.
she was actually upset about it. Like she was like, I didn't realize I did something wrong, and then Japanese people were like, no, it's cool.
Yeah, and when they interviewed Japanese people, they like it was more than that. They were not just saying, "Oh, it's cool." They were saying like, "Yeah, this is actually really
Like
cool."
we're glad that she
Yeah.
wore kimono. Yeah, and that's why that thing that happened in the States with the kimono wearing like is silly to me, because that
Yeah.
was Japanese people wanting people to wear a kimono.
Yeah,
But then people are like, oh no, this is wrong.
yeah. I
So-
think it's weird because when people, we're not gonna like go deep into cultural appropriation discussions here.
It's
but
funny because we like you're like, hey, I thought of a topic, and like we're totally not talking about that topic at all right now.
yeah, no, but this is more interesting.
No, it is, it's
yeah,
true.
yeah. But what I was gonna say is that like the entire like perception of like how to appreciate culture and stuff, and like what is good and bad is like completely different here. So like
Yeah.
I try to explain to people in Sweden like that that in general, like compared to Swedes, people in Japan are like kind of nationalistic, and that like the word nationalistic in like English sounds really bad right now, because it's like
I think only because of the more recent connotations. Before it
Yeah.
used to be like, yeah, like it was good to fight World War II, or at least on the Allied side.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
good to fight World War II.
yeah. Oh, the bullets. Yeah. I mean,
Respect.
no, but yeah, and pretty much that word now is like pretty bad in English and like Swedish.
Mhm.
Nationalist, like nationalist, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. So, but here it's like, oh yeah, well of course everyone is,
Yeah,
they're-
like they're proud to be Japanese.
yeah, and it's like, I think there's like 1% of the people actually living in Japan who are foreigners,
Yeah.
which is just like it
Like
becomes
1 or 2%.
Yeah, and that's like, which is actually like 1 million people, which is a lot, but scale-wise, it's just like not at all the same.
Yeah.
So just the appreciation of culture is something that's like per default, while in Sweden, appreciation of like the country and being nationalistic of like, oh, I love Sweden, that's like scary.
Yeah, like,
but in here,
people think that's like fucking crazy. Right?
yeah, like exactly. So, and I think there's probably that level of people in Japan too who are going like, you know, full
right-wing nationalists.
Yeah, full blown what is it, Banzai with the like bandanas and shit.
Yeah, or the semi-Nazi gear or whatever.
yeah. I mean, there are probably those too, but like the minimum level of, you know, yeah, I fucking love my country. I want some sushi. Like prop it up, and like whenever someone visits, like get some sushi.
Yeah, well, like have some sushi. Yeah. Like drive my Honda.
Well, in Sweden, it's like, yeah, man, we can eat tacos. We eat tacos and pizza and kebab. It's like, you know, there's other things than Sweden.
Culture.
Yeah, which is fine too. But it's just the point being is it's just different. So I really like those channels, by the way. Like,
which ones?
Well,
the ones where like a Japanese guy talks to people, or
no, like when they interview people on the street.
Like,
yeah. What is it? Asian Boss is definitely my favorite one of them.
Yeah.
Japanese man Yuta is like okay, but I feel like he is just kind of I don't know. His content, like the questions he asks, is just like kind of what I expect.
Oh, okay.
Like when I see a title,
not risky enough.
Yeah, no, but like when I see a title of him, like what do Japanese people think about this, and then I can literally see the title and answer that, and I'm like, yeah, and then I don't have to watch the video, you know.
Oh.
But
I feel like that's because you've lived here.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's like, of course that's I'm a different target audience, but in comparison, like Asian Boss, they ask like a bit more complicated things, I feel like, or
that's true.
Like I think they've had like videos where they're, and it's not about just Japan and Tokyo.
Yeah.
He only goes out.
Lately, they've been doing a lot more like Japan, China, North Korea relations.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's pretty interesting.
And you know, they interview people in. I think they have a video in Thailand, one in like India, and even
they've been expanding like. But that's because they cover all of like Asian.
Yeah, I mean I mean it's kind of unfair to compare that startup with one guy.
Right.
But just
they're two different things, right?
Yeah, but just what I like of those, and some of them, while they can't like capture what the entire population think, I think it gives a pretty like okay image. Like when they ask, especially when they ask Korean people and Japanese people what they think about marijuana. And and what they think about that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when we took, wait, now I forgot what I was speaking about.
Something about marijuana.
Oh yeah.
When we took the massage.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say because it finished at 4:20, but but
right.
Yeah.
I said blaze it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought about screenshotting it, but you realize you can't do that
in real life.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's too bad. And. When they asked people in Japan and Korea about it, in Korea, people were mostly saying like, "Yeah, you die when you take that, right?" Like, it's like a death.
Oh yeah, like
right?
they don't know what marijuana really is. Like,
yeah.
Like they're like, oh, if you get such a harsh punishment for it, that should be equal to like what what the drug actually is, right? And then, us, especially in like California or like West Coast in the U.S., we're like, yeah, no.
Yeah. And in Japan, like in Korea, it was more like they were reflecting the punishments that they get because it's like because they were saying like I think the interviewer was like, yeah, you can get like 20 to 25 years if you like smoke it, and they're like, crazy. Yeah, if you just smoke it, then that should be like at least like 4 or 5 years, but I mean if you deal it, that's fair. And in Japan, they didn't even get to that stage of like talking about punishment. The focus was more like, yeah, but you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it was like morally wrong to do it.
Yeah, and like seeing those details are more interesting than the actual answers. I think.
Oh, I see.
Because like it's not about what they're saying. It's like how they're saying it.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So that's why
it's very Japanese actually. That's the contextual language.
Yeah, exactly. But because
it's East Asian in general.
Yeah, but because usually in those, especially when people interview Japanese people, they usually don't say specifically what they mean.
Yeah.
Like they go around.
Yeah,
way
you don't directly answer with anything, especially like with large impact or anything controversial. So.
Yeah, exactly. So like there's so many videos where they're only saying like, yeah, shogunai. Like it can't be helped. Like whatever the topic is, it's just like it can't be helped. Like whatever it is. And we have a baby here like dropping around.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, it's cool.
You know, because what I was gonna say was, okay, so what I wanted to give you was a taste of what Dennis and I talk about, like, on a regular basis. This is what happens when we meet up. We're already 15 minutes into our recording, but we are unfortunately a little bit strapped on time. We wanted to talk about like professional video games, kind of like esports here in Japan, because Dennis here is going to be playing at Evo Japan.
Yeah, it's actually tomorrow now, I think.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. I didn't realize it.
You wanna like plug some
plug my merch?
Yourself? Yeah, plug your merch.
Yeah, go on to teespring.com/fellows in arms. Actually, I do have a Teespring, but and it does help me. But fuck
yeah,
that.
you have a team. Like a lot of them are here.
Yeah.
You guys are competing tomorrow.
Yeah. So I used to live in Japan, but now I'm here for 2 weeks, and we're playing the tournament tomorrow, which is going to be cool. It's the smallest tournament of Evo, but you know, it's still going to be fun. And
like
we have
300 participants.
300.
So.
Yeah, it's and we have one guy from who's from China, and one guy from Pakistan, one guy from America, and me from Sweden. So we're gonna do that. And
super global, diverse team here.
Yeah, and we're called Fellows in Arms. We actually got our own Twitter, which is very rapidly exceeding my follower count now. So I'm just like, I was above it,
Wait,
and
how
now
jelly
it's
are you?
Yeah, I'm like, but it's like jelly of myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. So because I'm like running the account, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're doing that tomorrow. Hopefully, I can actually film and photograph stuff there. But
Right, we're gonna plan that out too.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll chill here for a bit and then head out soon. But yeah, it was cool to be on a DailyDave.
Well, thank you for being on the DailyDave. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.